Om Shanti. Today is murli, 4 March 2025. Morning murli. Om Shanti. Bap Dada Madhuban. Essence. Sweet children, those who have performed devotion from its beginning, those who have taken 84 births, will listen to your knowledge with a lot of interest. They will understand everything from signals. Those who are from the deity's family, from several world cycles, they will understand this knowledge in a one go, and even they would understand this knowledge, and they would understand the knowledge even from the signals what the Baba says. They would recognize, they would take that piece of line what Baba said, and would take a deep thought, of it. How can you recognize whether a soul is close to the deity family or far away? The soul who belongs to your deity family will accept all the aspects of a knowledge and won't become confused. Those who can accept all the aspects of this knowledge and won't have any doubt whether it's right or wrong, whether the Baba has said this or not, whether the Baba really exists or not, who do not makes question on these things, belongs to the deity family. The more devotion they have performed, the more they will try to understand. Therefore, you children should first feel the pulse of everyone before serving him or her. Baba is saying that the more they have worshipped the God, the more they will seek, or they will feel hungry for this knowledge. And once they will feel hungry for this knowledge, they will take the knowledge and think it in mind and put a cycle of the things that Baba has said into their mind. Those who belongs to the deity family. Om Shanti. The spiritual father sits here and explain to you spiritual children. You children understand that the spiritual father is incorporeal and that he is explaining to us through this body. I, this soul, am also incorporeal and I listen through this body. The two fathers are now together. You children know that both the fathers are here. You also know your third father. However, this one is better than one, but the other one is the best. It is number wise. Who is the first father? Shiv Baba. Who is our second father? Brahma Baba. Who is our third father? The one who has given us this birth, this body, is our third father. Three father: Brahma, Shiv, Brahma, and our bodily father. The person who doesn't belong to deity family won't accept this knowledge and would doubt in this knowledge. The father sits here and tells you how you can explain to people. Many people come to you at the fairs and exhibitions. You know that not everyone will take 84 births. How can you know whether someone takes 84 births or 10 births or 20 births? Now you children understand that those who have performed a lot of devotion from the beginning and take the good fruit of that just as fast. Like who have performed devotion very much of God would understand the wordings of God very much. Would seek, would get hungry for the things that God has said. Those who have performed devotion much. If they have performed less devotion or started a little later, they take less fruit and a little later on. Baba is explaining this to the children who do service. Ask them, you are the people of Bharat, and so do you believe in the deities? There used to be the kingdom of Lakshmi and Narayana in Bharat. Those who have taken 84 births and have performed devotion from when it began will very quickly understand that the original eternal deity religion really was here. Those who were from that religion, which religion? Pure deities, supreme golden age. Those who are from that age, that yuga, Satya Yuga. Those who have performed the devotions, those who loved the Baba very much, will understand and feel hungry for his lessons and would understand in a go that yes, this is 100% correct. The God has came and the world is about to change. Satyug is about to come. Here was Satyug and will be Satyug. The truth is that here was the Satyug and will be Satyug. This Kalyug is myth, lie. Only Satyug is truth. They will listen will with great interest. Others will just come and look around and then leave without asking anything. It is as though nothing sits in their intellect. Others will just come and look around and then leave without asking anything. It is as though nothing sits in their intellect. Why? Because they haven't performed the devotions, they do not have the hunger to know the word. Therefore, it would be understood that they do not belong here yet. Later on, they might understand. Some people understand and immediately nod their heads. This calculation of the 84 births really is accurate. They ask, how can I understand that I have taken the full 84 births? Acha, if not 84 births, you might have taken 82. But you would have at least gone into the deity religion, na? If this much is not accepted by their intellect, then understand they won't take 84 births. Like if a person came that and asked, how can I know I taken 84 births? Say them, if you not taken 84 births, then 82 or 80 births, but you have taken the birth in the deity religion, na? If they don't accept that also, then understand that they haven't taken 84 births. Because we are letting them understand that you have taken less, because so that they can gain the confidence, to work hard, to work on the Purusharth, and later on they would get 84 births. But they are not accepting that 82 or 80 births, and understand that they haven't taken 84 births. If this much is not accepted, if if this much is not accepted by their intellects, then understand that they don't take 84 births. Those who are further away will listen to less of this knowledge. Those who have performed more devotion will try harder to listen to this knowledge and will understand it quickly. If some understand less, you should realize that they will come later on, that they must have started performing devotion a little later. Okay, means Baba is saying that in Sangam Yuga, those who got those who got gyan in late, those who got gyan later, like within a span of 100 years, in the last 15 years or 20 years, they got the gyan. This means that doesn't mean that they didn't worship the God. They have worshipped the God, but they have started late. They have started worshipping the God late in 5,000 years cycle. This is what Baba is saying. Those who have performed a great deal of devotion will understand through signals. If someone understands less, you should realize that they will come later on, that they have must started performing devotion later. Those who understand less means understand that they have performed devotion less also. Those who have less love would understand less. Simple. Everything depends on devotion. This Baba has performed the most devotion. Those who have performed less devotion receive less fruit. All of these matters have to be understood. Those who have gross intellects cannot imbibe these things. Fairs and exhibitions will continue to take place. They will happen in all the different languages. You have to explain to everyone in the world. You are the true prophets and messengers. Those founders of religion do not do anything. They are not gurus. They call themselves gurus, but they are not bestowers of salvation. Who is Guru? Who give us spiritual knowledge, but they are not they can't be considered as gurus because they do not give us the spiritual knowledge as it is, like 100% true. They now the people have mixed their own internal things, minds things into the spiritual rules and regulations also. A guru is someone who grants salvation, someone who takes souls from this world of sorrow to the land of peace. Christ, etc., wouldn't be called gurus. They are simply founders of religion. They are the founders of religion, like that. Once they had the hunger for God, they found the God. This they found the rules and they found the ethics on which they can get the God. They formed the religion. They formed the basis that they have found the God. Okay. A guru is someone who grants salvation, someone who takes soul from this world of sorrow to the land of peace. Christ, etc., wouldn't be called gurus. They are simply founders of religion. They have no other position. Only those who come first are those who first those who came first and are Sato Pradhan, and who then go through the stages of Sato Rajo Tamo have a position, whereas the others simply come and establish their religion and continue to take rebirths. Sato Pradhana means our body did not had any virtues, lust, anger, greed, nothing. All we have is purity, goodness in soul, the feeling of giving, not taking. All that constitutes a pure soul, that is Sato Pradhan. When that goodness feelings, when that goodness and all the good things decreased in the body and do not remain on the top. From that, from the soul converted from Sato Pradhan to Sato, and then to Rajo to Tamo. Once you become pure, you cannot say in this impure world. Once you became pure, what is Baba saying? Baba is saying the most important thing now. Once you become pure, you cannot stay in this impure world. Pure souls will go into liberation and then go into a life of liberation. Like, if you become pure, you won't be able to survive in this impure because this is a world full of impure. The thoughts, the visions, the things, the talkings, everything is impure. The pure things deserve to live in Satyug only. Once you can't live here. Like if a person runs and goes and sees a scenery there and thinks to go back to their home, but do not go back because he further sees the scenery which is more beautiful than the earlier one. He runs and then sees the further scenery and thinks to come back but can't come because of the beauty of the scenery. Further on going, it's more beautiful. He continues to run and the night comes and he can't return to home. It's similarly like to us. We can't return to home because it seems that the upcoming scenery is more beautiful, just like that. Pure souls will go into liberation and then go into a life of liberation. They say that he is the liberator and the guide, but they do not understand the meaning of that. If they understood the meaning of it, they would know him. The expressions which are used in the path of devotion do not exist in the golden age. This too is fixed in the drama. They all continue to play their own parts. Not even one can attain salvation. You are now receiving the knowledge. In this whole 5,000 years drama, in 4,900 years, if anyone worships till any amount, no matters. Anyone knows the gods and to any matter, no matters. He can't reach salvation or moksha. Moksha can be achieved only in the end of this 5,000 years, not in even Sangam Yuga also. you can get achieved, but you won't enter into. You would have to wait there and then enter when this ends. The expressions which are used in the path of devotion do not exist in the golden age. This too is fixed in the drama. They all continue to play their own parts. Not even one can attain salvation. You are now receiving this knowledge. The Father says, I come each and every cycle at the confluence of every cycle. This is called the most benevolent confluence age. This is called the most benevolent confluence age. None of other age is benevolent. No one age is that much important like this age. Like this age is. The confluence of the golden and silver age has no importance. When the Sun dynasty pass, it is then the kingdom of Moon dynasty. When the Moon dynasty changes into the Merchant dynasty, the Moon dynasty is then into past. No one knows what you become after that. It can be understood from the images that remain that those who belonged to the Sun dynasty were our ancestors and that the others were part of the Moon dynasty. Those Sun dynasty were emperors and the others Moon dynasties were kings. Emperor is Emperor is larger than king. Emperor means the king of kings. Every king has the one thought in their mind. Every king used to think for every king thinks only one thought. Everything has the same thought. That is called the one thought, one ruler, one kingdom, one yuga. But in the Moon dynasty, it's not the emperors, it's the kings which rules. Like different kings, they still has one thoughts in the mind, but they rule different areas. No one above them. These were very wealthy, whereas these Moon dynasty failed. These things are not mentioned in any of the scriptures, except this murli. The Father now sits here and explains to you. Everyone says, liberate us, purify us. They do not ask for happiness because happiness has to be defined in the scriptures. Everyone asks, how can I have peace of mind? Your children now understand that you are receiving both peace and happiness. Wherever there is a wherever there is peace, there is also happiness, and wherever there is peacelessness, there is also sorrow. You are peaceful soul. It means that staying in a peace is your internal intellect. You can't be you you can't be peaceless. You can't be in anger. You can't be you can't be in anger for several hours, but you can be in peace for the rest of your own life also. That proves that you are not an angerful soul. You are a peaceful soul. So when peace comes, happiness comes. When peace goes, happiness goes. In the golden age, there are both peace and happiness, whereas here there are sorrow and peacelessness. Where? Here. Ikkada. Either. The father sits here and explains this. Maya, Ravan has completely degraded your intellects. Our mind was able to interact with the God. It is still interacting with the God, but God has to come into the human body. But earlier in the Satyug, our mind was that much pure that we can even get the God's message without his or us saying through physical body. He thinks and we get that his thought. Our mind was that much level pure. However, we do not get that. But our mind was pure till that level. Everyone asks, how can I have peace of mind? In the golden age, there are both peace and happiness, whereas here there are sorrow and peacelessness. The father sits here and explains this. Maya Ravan has completely degraded your intellect. This too is fixed in the drama. It is not new. that Maya would degrade your happiness. It was already fixed in the drama too. Father knew it. Some would get the Baba's knowledge and some won't. But in those who got the knowledge, among those also, some would accept, some won't. And those who have accepted would do the Purusharth or not. And among those who have did the Purusharth, some would leave and some would not. And those who did not leave the Purusharth, among them also, some would become 100% and some won't. Baba knew that. The father says, I am also bound by the drama. I am now playing my part. It only exists at this time. You say, Baba, only you come every cycle and make us pure and elevated from impure and corrupt. You were corrupted by Ravan. Baba says that. You were corrupted by Ravan. The father comes now and changes human beings into deities. Only the father comes and explains to you the significance of the praise in this song. Baba says, you were the deities and now you again has to be deities. You were the deities and now you again has to be the deities. Earlier, no one said that you were the deities. Earlier, we knew that we have to worship the deities. But God came on this earth and said to us, you are the deities. Only the Father comes to explain to you the significance of the praise of this song. Those who sit on that immortal throne do not understand the meaning of it. Baba has explained to you that it is souls who are immortal images. This body is the carrier of the soul, an immortal image, an image that never experiences death, is sitting in it. That will not come to you in the golden age. There will never be ultimately death there. There is the land of immortality where there is the land of death. This is the land of death. However, still here soul do not dies. But it is a land of death and there it is not death because in Satyuga we know that we are about to lose this body. We have to lose this body and give into another new body. But here we do not become conscious about that. We live a life like we are not souls, we are bodies, and after the souls gets out from the body, we are not aware of that when it is about to leave. It can leave at any time. That's why it is called death place here. The body is the carrier of the soul. An immortal image, an image that never experiences death, is sitting in it. Death will not come to you in the golden age. There will never be ultimately death there. There is the land of immortality where there is death. No one understands the meaning of the land of immortality or the land of death. The father says, I explain everything to you in a very simple way. Simply remember me alone and you will become pure. Sages and holy men sing, O purifier. They call out to the Father, the purifier. The one who makes impure to pure is purifier. Wherever you go, they will definitely call out purifier. The truth can never remain hidden. You know that the Father, the purifier, has come and is showing us the path. A cycle go to, he said, consider yourself to be souls and constantly remember me alone, and you will become Satopradhana. You are the lovers of the one beloved. Those lovers are just of one birth, whereas all of you have loved that one for many births. You have been remembering him and saying, O Prabhu, only the one Father is the best over. It is only from the Father that the children would ask for something. When souls become unhappy, they remember the Father. No one happiness remember him. If we remember him in happiness, then no, then happiness won't be going from us. But we don't remember him in happiness. That's why happiness goes away. Everyone remembers him when they are unhappy. Baba come and grant salvation, just as when they go to their guru and say, grant us a child. Acha, if they receive a child, they become very happy. However, if they don't receive a child, they say it is will of God. They do not understand the drama at all. If they speak of the drama, they should know everything. You know the drama, no one else knows it. It is not mentioned in any of the scriptures. The drama means this drama, you have to know its beginning, middle, and end. The father says, I come every 5,000 years. The four ages are completely equal. Importance is also given to the swastika. Everyone has seen swastika, na? Everyone has seen? As those who haven't seen, let's see. A swastika is drawn on the ledgers, account book they keep. This too is the ledger of how we make our profit and then go into loss. How we made our profit in this Sangam Yuga and then went into loss. It's all about that. This is a play about victory and defeat. It's not the Ramayana where we fought and got win or get defeated. It's not the Mahabharata. It's the Mahabharata here with our own internal bad things. Lust, anger, greed, virtues, all the virtues we have a fight with them. From making a loss, we have now reached the state of total loss. Making a loss, now we are at the total loss. We do not have any money. This is play about victory and defeat. If there is wealth and health, there is happiness. However, if there is wealth but not health, then there isn't happiness. I give you both health and wealth, and so you would also have happiness. When someone leaves his body, they say that the soul has gone to heaven, yet internally they experience sorrow. However, they should be even happier. Like if someone goes, what do we say? That person hasn't doesn't remains. Doesn't remains means what? His or her body is there, but that person doesn't remains. Means that soul doesn't remains in the body. And where the soul went, in spite of their death, we are feeling bad because that person is not with us. Previously, he or she was spending time with us, talking to us, speaking to us, but now it is not us with us. And now we are saying that it has went to the heaven, but still we feel bad. Why do they invite that soul to return here to hell? They do not understand anything. But why that soul comes and takes rebirth in this world if it has gone to the heaven? They do not understand that everything. The father now comes and explain all of these things to you. He explained to you the secrets of the seed and the tree. No one else can create such a picture of the tree. This one neither created it nor did he learn of it from a guru. If he had learnt it from a guru, that guru would have had many of these followers, had many other followers. People think that some guru must have taught him all of this. For us, people think that some guru must have taught him all of this. Or they think that some power of the Supreme Soul must have entered him. However, how would some power of the Supreme enter him? The poor things don't understand anything. The Father himself is sitting here and telling you everything. I told you that I enter an ordinary old body. I come to teach you. This one also listens. His attention is on me. Who? Baba. Baba says na like that. Those who are from the deity world will understand this knowledge. Before giving that knowledge, understand their hunger for this knowledge. He too is a student. He doesn't call himself anything else. As well as being the father of humanity, he is also a student. Although he had a vision of destruction, he didn't understand anything. What? Who? Baba. Baba had the vision of destruction before Shiva Baba entered him. But Brahma Baba didn't understand anything. The father explains to you, and this one in between also continues to understand. He continues to study. Each student makes efforts to study. Brahma, Vishnu, and Shankara are residents of the subtle region. No one knows what their parts are. The Father himself explained each aspect so that there is no need for you to ask questions. The Supreme Soul Shiva is at the top, and then these are the deities. Supreme Soul Shiva gave birth to them. How can they mix them up? You children now know that the Father enters this one, and that this is why we are called Bap Dada. The Father is distinct from Dada, elder brother. Shiva is the Father and Brahma is Dada. Shiva is Father and Brahma is Dada. Why Brahma Baba is called Dada here? Because he allowed Shiva Baba entered into him. So Shiva Baba kept his place even more than him. You receive your inheritance from Shiv through this one. Brahmins are the children of Brahma. The Father has adopted you according to the drama plan. The Father says, this one was the number one devotee. He has taken 84 births. Who? Brahma Baba. He is also called the ugly and the beautiful one. Shri Krishna was beautiful in the golden age and he became ugly in the iron age. He was impure and is now becoming pure. The same applies to you. This is the iron aged world and this is the golden aged world. No one knows about the ladder. How we came down from up to down. This is ladder. Those who come later do not take 84 births. They would definitely take fewer births, and so how can they be shown in the ladder? Baba has explained about those who take the maximum number of births and those who take the minimum number of births. This is knowledge. Only the Father is the knowledgeful one, the purifier. He gives us this knowledge of the beginning, the middle, and the end. All of them have been saying neti neti, neither this or that. They do not know about their own souls, and so how could they know the Father? They simply speak of the soul for the sake of it. They do not know anything. You now know that the soul is eternal and that he has an imperishable part of 84 births recording within it. Such a tiny soul has a whole part recorded within it. It is understood that those who listen to this very carefully and also understand it are those who are close. If this knowledge doesn't sit into their intellect, it is understood that they will come later on. Feel their pulse at the time of giving the knowledge. Those who explain it are also number wise. Those who explain it are also number wise. Look, Baba is explaining of teachers. Raj Yoga teachers are also number wise who explain them on the basis of their own experiences. This is your study. The kingdom is being established. Some claim the highest status of all, the status of a king, whereas others become maids and servants of the subjects. However, it is true that there isn't any sorrow in the golden age. This is called the land of happiness, heaven. This is because it existed in the past that they remember it. People think that heaven must be up above. There is an accurate memorial of you shown in the Dilwara temple. Adi Deva, Adi Devi, and you children are sitting in yoga on the ground, and the kingdom is shown above. People go and see that and give money, but they don't understand anything. Each of you children has received a third eye of knowledge. First of all, you have the biography of the Father, and so what more could you want? You have the biography of Father, the owner, the maker of everything in this world. You know about that. Then what else you know? What else you want? You know the Father. Father knows you. By becoming to know the Father, you come to understand everything. Therefore, you should have happiness. You know that you will now go into the golden age and build palaces of gold. You will rule there. The intellects of serviceable children will know that this spiritual knowledge is being given by the spiritual Father. The Father of souls is called the spiritual Father. He is the bestower of salvation. He gives the inheritance of peace and happiness. You can explain to them the picture of the ladder is about the residents of Bharat who take 84 births. You come halfway around the cycle, and so how can you take 84 births? You come halfway around the cycle, and how can you take 84 births? We take the maximum number of births. These are very deep matters and have to be understood. The main thing is to connect your intellect and yoga to the Father in order to become pure from impure. If you promise to become pure but you then become impure, your bones will be totally crushed. What Baba said. Baba said very furious thing and straightforward thing now today. If you promise to become pure, you promised Baba that you will become and remain pure, but you then become impure, your bones would be totally crushed. Once a fracture comes into the body, how much pain it comes? And your bones will be 206 bones would not be broken, it would be crushed. Baba says like that. Baba doesn't like anyone to lie with him or her. Baba wanted if you said to him beyond that, your bones will be totally crushed. It will be as though you fall from the fifth floor of a building, your intellect would become totally unclear, and your consciousness would begin to bite you. You would then not be able to speak about any of this. This is why Father says remain cautious. Means remain aware about your own state. Be pure. Remain pure. Acha. To you sweetest beloved, long lost and now found children, love, remembrance, and good morning from the mother, the father, and the Bab Dada. The spiritual father says Namaste to you, spiritual children. We spiritual children say Namaste to Baba. Essence for Dharna. First point, understand this drama accurately and become liberated from the bondages of Maya. Consider yourself to be a soul and immortal image. Remember the Father and become pure. Second point, become a true prophet and the messenger and show everyone the path to a land of peace and the land of happiness. Benefits all soul in this benevolent confluence age. Blessing. May you remain aware of the Father and your service and thereby become free from all attraction and experience a constant and stable stage. A servant always remember his service and his master. In the same way, you world servants, you true server children also cannot remember anything except the Father and service. You should not be getting a thought about anything except Father and service because you are the best servants of India and future owner of India. Apart from the sweetness of the one Father, all other flavors seem tasteless. Because of tasting the sweetness of one Father, you cannot be attracted to anything else. The intense effort to have a constant and stable stage will free you from all attractions. The efforts you do, the constant efforts you do, and intense and stable efforts you do to make you free from all the attractions of the world. The things you do to make you separated from that attraction would pay you back, would allow you to have that experience more and more. Because of tasting the sweetness of the one Father. Once if you have tasted the